Ever dreamed of building your own outdoor kitchen but weren't sure where to start? Well, you're in luck. I'm about to embark on this very journey and I'm inviting you along for the ride. Join me in an epic DIY adventure building my very own outdoor kitchen from scratch. I'm not just talking about putting together some cabinets, we're talking full-on, all-season outdoor kitchen right here in the UK. Follow along as I dive into the nitty-gritty of planning, material selection and crafting those all-important outdoor worktops with my own two hands. So don't forget to hit subscribe and let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to be talking you through our plans for our outdoor kitchen. I have my blue tape at the ready. We've just built this outdoor pergola. I do have a separate video on my channel all about that. We had some rain yesterday, so we tested it out to see if it was watertight. I can confirm it is, and the drainage system was very impressive. So do check out that if you are considering one of these permanent pergolas. It's very high, it's perfect for an outdoor kitchen. We got this for a fantastic price. Sort of half the price that I thought they were going to be, so do check out that video. I will link it in the description box. But underneath it we are going to be building our outdoor kitchen. Now we haven't quite finished jet washing the deck. This is the world's cheapest deck. I'm hoping to get a couple of years out of it, and we will be changing it back to the kitchen. So this is the area. It's 4 meters by 3 meters. We currently have, as you can see here, our barbecue. My husband has just taken the sides off. We have our amazing pizza oven. I love this pizza oven. It's 5 years old and we love it. We just invested in the proper stand. Again, I'll link that one if you're interested in a recommendation for a pizza oven. And we have our big green egg. We're going to be buying the stand, the rectangular square thing that goes around it. So that means in the gaps and sweeping around here, I'm going to be building a kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out where everything is going to go with this tape. This isn't the wood I'm using, this is indoor wood. I have yesterday bought some treated C16 wood. They had a special offer at B&Q, I think for the bank holiday weekend. So it wasn't online, it was cheaper in the shop. We paid $5.97 a piece, which is really good. So we got as much in the car as we could. We will have to go back and get a bit more. And I'm also going to talk to you about the cladding we're going to be using as well, because it's a little bit wacky. I'm waiting for the comments on it, but it's what we're going to be using. So I'm going to get on with laying it all out, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So here we go. Here it is all measured out. Now this is what I want to do. My husband's not quite so convinced. So here is a 120 unit. That's fairly simple. And then this will be sitting as something a bit further on. And this will be freestanding, so it can be moved about. Then this one is going to have a 600. And then it's going to have, you see we have double doors. So I'm actually going to buy another single door. And that's going to be for the gas bottle. Then this side will be built a 120 unit that will then come across down here. Now that's the point my husband wants to stop it. He's not sure about this bit, but I think that having this bit gives him a lot more workspace for cooking and things, and it also means more seating. So it means I could put, I've got two of these double cupboards. So one is going to go here, so doors, and then the other one I can either put it there or I can put it there. So with this bit here, I can either have it boxed in, or I can have it with a gap, so if people are sitting on chairs, someone put your legs. So this is what we've got to decide, but this is the basic layout. So there is quite a lot of floor space, which is good, so I'll be able to come around here. And as he's cooking, because I say he is, I won't do any cooking in this, I'll just do the styling of it and enjoy sitting here. He is the chef of the family, so I'm going to get this ready so when he gets home later, we'll be quite late, but we've got lights now so he can have a look, so we'll see. Cladding wise, so I said I was going to tell you, so we are going to be having some of these silvery door things. All these bits that I bought, I'll link. I've just bought a little one for there, which is only $49.99, which I thought was pretty good actually for a silvery one. But the cladding we're going to be using is this, which is, wait for it, it is luxury vinyl. Now this is made of plastic basically, vinyl flooring that you would stick down. It's normally really, really expensive. So we bought this yesterday from B&Q. It was reduced to clear. I think they're clearing out the range or changing the packaging. And it was more than half. I'll put the price up on the screen and the details. So we bought 5 packets of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the wooden frame because we're very conscious we don't want it too heavy. So I did look at doing rendering and building out of blocks and stuff. So if I put that there, so it sort of click together like it does on the floor. So ignore this disgusting green floor. This is going to be pressure washed. And I may even put something on the floor. I'll certainly at the very least put outdoor rugs, but so ignore that. So it just goes really nicely with the stainless steel, and we've got the stainless steel doors, and then the worktop we're going to go for a really like creamy off-whitey colour, which also I'm not going to be using worktop, but we'll get to that. So this is what we've bought. So what do you think? And it's difficult with the disgusting green. Let me put it on a bit we've jet washed. So it looks nice with a lighter colour, like that. So that's what we're going to be using. So a little bit different, but it's basically plastic. It's waterproof. It's going to be underneath the pergola, so it will have summer protection. It's not outside in the garden. So let me know what you think. Are we mad? We shall see how it works out. Right. So I'll keep you posted. So I've had some samples delivered, and they are here. And I have a chicken coming to have a look. So these 3 came. If you can see the difference in the colour. This is the most expensive, medium, and the cheap one. And we actually like the cheap one because these are too grey. This works really well with the colours on here. So we're going to go for this one, which is this one. And it's only £7.90 a tile, which is great. It's 600 by 600 by 16 mil. So it's kind of nice and thick. So I think it'll work as a worktop. And we actually I've been watching lots of YouTube videos and stuff, and professional companies, if you want to save money, they say the best thing to do is to use big, thick porcelain paving slabs and butt them up against each other. So that's what we're going to do. And then this is the flooring that we're going to be used to do the cladding, which is luxury vinyl. Good morning. It's currently 20 degrees, it's a few days later. And for today is to build the back section. Now what we want to do is enclose this back bit and then enclose this bit here. And then what I'm going to do at the end of the summer, well, I'll keep an eye, if they're on a special deal, I'll buy it earlier. You can buy a pull down screen to stop the elements. So I think that'd be good in the winter to pull that down. And then the only open bit will be this bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm using these fence panels. I bought these about 18 months ago and I bought too many. They're on a deal. And we use them just to section this off because this is all our hedges, but where it finished it was a bit of a sheer drop, so we want to sort of enclose it a little bit, and then we put one there, and then we put a couple the other side. But I'm going to cover all this up. So the idea is we're going to use 2 of these 6 foot by 6 foot panels there and there. They fit perfectly. Then I have pulled apart 2 and got all the bits off very carefully, took it apart, which it did come apart, and then that'll do the top. So the idea is it's going to bust up against here, and annoyingly we put this there, but I've trimmed the hedge back a little bit so when it's up you can access it from around here. We're not going to move it because it's too heavy. So that's the plan. So I've got to build a frame at the back, then sort of another frame in front of it, and then I'm going to attach to it. So that's the plan. So I'll show you when I've done it. There we go, it's on, nice and secure. So now what I'm going to do, using these pieces I took off another fence post, I'm going to attach them across here. So I'm going to get on with it. I don't want to stop because it's so hot, but if I carry on, I'll reward myself with a Diet Coke. So let's get them on. All done, and when I put it up, I did secure it a little bit, extra bits, so as you look up there's no kind of gaps, so hopefully that'll mean the rain will stay out. So that's that. So I'm going to move on to building this. I'm going to do exactly the same, so I'm going to end the video here, but in the next video what I'm going to do with these fence panels is, first of all, I'm going to be using this, which is a wood primer, but it's a knot block, so I will paint that over all the knots on here because obviously there's a lot of knots, and then I'm going to prime it with an exterior primer. Then, well, first of all, actually I'm going to use my sanding disc, big pack. Always buy these on Amazon. This is like £8 for a huge pack, so I'll give it a big sand first with my sander, then I'm going to use the block on all the knots, then I'm going to prime it, and then what I'm going to try and do is prime it and then very lightly give it a sand over the primer, which is the trick I do on cut MDF to make it smooth. So hopefully it will make it look a bit smoother. I will try it. And then the paint I'm going to be using is this cuprinol. So I'm going to get on with that in the next video and hopefully make this look like a beautiful backdrop. So I hope you found that helpful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'm going to get on with that, and I shall see you on the next video.